What's up, all you action figure lovers out there? Once again, we got Master Marvel here, and I've got some exciting news. I'm going to be reviewing this Mr. Sinister from the Wendigo Build-A-Figure wave. Now, if you've been following me, you'll know that I was starting to kind of run out of things to some of the newer stuff to talk about. And that was just yesterday, so today I go out on the hunt, and lo and behold, I scored some of the things I was looking for. So, a couple of the last entries to the wave that I needed was Mr. Sinister. And back here I got the Guardian here. And, so awesome. Once I get these guys out of the way, I'll probably be putting that Wendigo together and be reviewing that as well. And I have to say that, you know, I've seen a lot of people with the Sinister trying to sell it, you know, and I've seen reviews on it, and I was impressed, but I just didn't know how impressed I was really going to be until I got this bad boy in hand myself, and I'm like, oh, he's sick. I love it. So, one of my favorite villains from the X-Men. And I will be taking a look at the Toy Biz one with you guys to kind of do a little bit of comparisons. I'm excited about this guy. I'm excited that Hasbro finally buckled down and really started dishing out X-Men for us, because they were seemingly a little scarce there for a while, especially, you know, I don't know, 5-6 years back. I think it was that Jubilee Build-A-Figure wave that was like really hard to get, was really what kind of kicked it off for them. Maybe the Puck wave too, but those were around about the same time. But since then, they've been making them a lot more, and they've been making them a lot more available to everybody. So it's a lot easier to get them. Not that it's completely easy, because, you know, I had to hunt around for this guy for a while. And I'm not sure why. I think maybe this one, because of the Build-A-Figure piece in it, needed for the Wendigo. I don't know, but that guy was hard to find too, and I don't know why, because unless people are really, really loving the whole Alpha Flight thing, I'm just eager to get that team built up. Yeah, I mean, in general, they're easy, and it's like, some of the ones that are out of the waves that you would think would be so hard to get, like the previous one with, what was that Build-A-Figure wave? The Caliban wave, the Beast. I mean, a lot of people are still having trouble finding it, but I mean, I was seeing them all over the place. I bet I've probably owned at least 6 or 7 of them since they've been being released, and some people haven't even been able to find one yet, so it's just blowing my mind. And that's just like with this wave right here. I think the number 1 all-star in this wave is probably the Nightcrawler. I think I might be on my 4th one of those right now, so, you know, if you're having trouble hunting these bad boys, get a hold of old Master Marvel here, man. You know, send me a message, find me on Facebook, you know, and just let me know if you're looking for something, and I'll try to hook you up. But anyway, enough about all that crap. Let's kick this guy open and look at him, because I'm just excited about it. So, get the old trusty knife out here. One little slit. And I think I'm over my cold enough that I can smell again, so hopefully I'll get that nice intoxicating plastic smell that I've been craving for a while. So before I do this, let me read this bio on it. Hasbro's so brave anymore in their bios, when they should be like going all out and even giving us frickin' comic books, for God's sakes. They can't even give us a paragraph of a bio. So, listen, Mr. Sinister, a scientific genius with evil intentions, Nathaniel Exus genetically alters his human form to become the shape-shifting telepath known as Mr. Sinister. That was deep. So, anyways. let's get this guy out of here. Now, I didn't think this dude was going to stack up. I didn't think they were, because, you know, Toy Biz was really, from one character to the next, was very unique on their designs and stuff. They didn't really, I mean, I'm not going to say they didn't reuse things, because they did, but you have more specific sculpts for a lot of the characters and stuff. And it always seemed to me like the Mr. Sinister from the Toy Biz version was kind of tall. And knowing that they were going to reuse, and I mean, just looking at this, like, I'm kind of seeing, it seems like Strife maybe, some reused parts from Strife, because he's not quite as big as Colossus, you know, but either way, I just didn't think it was going to stack up. I didn't think the height was going to be spot on, which it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to exactly match the Toy Biz version, just as long as it matches our current Hasbro stuff, which I think it does. And the cape on this, I can tell already, is just run way better. It's a little heavy, but just looks better than the original one. And I'm definitely going to have to try to find this guy again out in the wild if I can, because I don't want to pay the ridiculous prices that people are posting this guy at. But I do have a buddy of mine, and this is his absolute favorite character, period. So I think if I put him up on one of these, he'd just love it to death. But, oh man, I love the metallic paint on here. Love that double layered cape. And I like that, like, when I first saw it revealed, I didn't think it was going to be separated like it was. I mean, at least as much as it is. I thought it was just going to be like, you know, I thought they were going to take the Hasbro shortcuts they like to take, but it seems to me like they really put their heart into this figure right here. And that pleases me a lot. You guys take a look at this dude, man. He is Sinister. Look at him. If he gets too close, he might scare the crap out of you. Yeah. So vampiric looking, you know? So, the paint, like I say, the paint on it is it's glossy, it's metallic. There's the flat white on the face. But everything's spot on. The lips, the eyes, the teeth, nothing's missing on mine at all. No paint splotches. They just did a fantastic job on this. That hinge in the wrist is kind of loose. I mean, that moves with very little effort at all, but that is not a big deal. He doesn't have an... Well, that one's kind of loose too, but I mean... Like, he's not going to be really holding anything, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. It's not so loose to where, you know, it's just going to fall. Now, if he was holding something, yeah, maybe, but all in all, kind of like that soft plastic. It's kind of pliable. I mean, it's you get it caught in there when you're going up. You can do some wear on it, but other than that, I mean, he's able to get his arms up pretty good with those shoulder pads, so they don't get in the way too much. I like that too. And one of the things I'd like to see Hasbro do, and it doesn't matter how agile the character is, I mean, if they can get you know, a shoulder hinge in there, do it. Like, that should be like mandatory now, and they know that too. They know it should be mandatory. But they also know that we'll take it just the way it is because it's just that good. But I mean, you know, it could be better. You know, it's almost 2020, man. Our articulation ought to be like, you know, import style by now. And you notice though, like, especially over this last year, they really have started to adopt a lot of that, you know, high-end articulation and stuff you know, incorporating that into their stuff. So, this guy's amazing, and he also comes with the right arm from Wendigo, so that's pretty cool. Man, I just love this right here. Jesus. And you know what I want to see Hasbro, for real? Like, definitely I want an Age of Apocalypse version of Mr. Sinister. But not just that, I want everything Age of Apocalypse. I want all characters done in their Age of Apocalypse format. It was always been one of my favorite storylines. It was the first time I fell in love with Magneto as more of a hero, as opposed to being an antagonist or whatever. Because when I was younger and I didn't know any better, I would have considered Magneto to be a villain, but he's really not. Maybe just a little misunderstood and a little aggressive at times, but he's got his reasons, man. You know? But, yeah, in the Age of Apocalypse line, where, you know, he's the main guy, you know, he took out Apocalypse and stuff. So, and Mr. Sinister played a key role in that, and if you remember, he finally had Cyclops and Havoc pretty much working for him, you know, they were, you know, and I think Beast as well, like, Beast was helping him with his experiments and stuff. I mean, it's been a while since I read that, but I mean, I do remember a lot out of it. But Mr. Sinister, he just looked cool as heck in there. Everybody did in that comic. I don't remember who the artist was, but I mean, did a great job. I keep on looking over here at this Sinister, just eager to pull him out. But I don't know if I'm ready yet. And I'm sure a lot of you are probably ready to see it, because maybe you have already, maybe you haven't, but I can't say anything bad about this Toy Biz Mr. Sinister. Even to this day, only problem is I've had dude in and out of storage a lot, and bins and everything, so like the paint kind of scraped off the tip of his nose. It's like white. Kind of makes him look like the frickin' Tin Man from Wizard of Oz or something. But this was a great character, and the only thing I didn't like about it, I think, was his hands. Like, and that was with a lot of Toy Biz, but, you know, having the articulated fingers is cool. For, you know, it's decent. Having the hinge here is good, but you can't turn his wrist at all. Like, they're stationary right there. It's just, you know, hi or bye, or whatever. I don't, you know. So that was the one thing about it that kind of bothered me. Other than that, this has been one of my favorite Toy Biz Marvel Legends for quite a long time. And I'm almost sad to see him go off my main display. But, you know, the only thing constant in this world is change. So, keep that in mind. But yeah, the cape, I mean, look at that. I mean, it's cool because it's loose and everything, but that's just so thin and dainty. Yeah. This is full. You know what I mean? There's like hardly no comparison here. And the cowl, the collar on the cowl, yeah, it's a lot taller on here. I like this better. It's not overly tall. You know, it doesn't swallow his head. But let's stand them up together. Our new Mr. Sinister. I'd say they stack up about right. They're about the same size, height-wise. So that also pleases me, because that's just kind of the way I've gotten used to my Mr. Sinister being in scale with the rest of my Marvel Legends. And, you know, oh, I can't wait to get him over there by Apocalypse now. So, it's just a fantastic figure, man. And it is kind of a bummer that he is so hard to find. And he's probably going to remain that way for a while until, I don't know, maybe they're going to start kicking out more of these to fill up the store shelves. But because it seems like they do that once in a while, like, you know, they'll ship out the waves to the stores, and then a couple months later they'll get, you know, another 5 or 6 boxes of them in or something. So they'll pop back up. So just, you know, keep a lookout, be on your guard. You'll find it eventually. Just keep looking, and you may have to put some miles on to go find it. Yeah, I think I drove at least, I don't know, at least 50 miles or more today, distance-wise, to get my hands on this guy. And that was just on a whim. I was like sitting around all day and didn't do a whole lot. And then we went out somewhere and we were going to go to Walmart. I was like, can we go to another town? You know, let's just go out of town and just kind of go see things. And, you know, we haven't been to this town in a little while. And we went there, and like I said, I mean, I nailed it tonight. I was able to cap off so many of my waves, and I'm just excited about it. So, not much else to say about this guy other than he is a must-have. If you don't have this dude in your collection, you're missing out big time. I mean, even if you got this guy, yeah, he's cool to fill the slot for a little while, but, you know, move on to bigger and better things, because this guy has got it all. He is a sexy biatch, I'm telling you. Hands down, like, this guy is dope. In this one, I'm still going to hold on to him. I think what I'm going to end up doing is, because by now it's easy to do it for me, but I'm just going to have my, you know, specific Toy Biz display where all my Toy Bizes are together, because they've all been replaced over the years by Hasbro. And just kind of looking at my shelves now, it's like I've only got a couple Toy Biz left on my shelf. The rest are all Hasbro. And even very few of them to this day are even the old dark days of Hasbro. It's just Hasbro just decided. I mean, they got some new formula, and they're doing so great that they're just like, all right, well, you know, let's go back, redo all these figures that we screwed up on, and so yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. So I'll probably have to have 3 different displays, you know, Hasbro Now, Hasbro Dark, and Toy Biz. So, which is great. The more the merrier. I don't care. That just enticed me to go out and buy more Toy Biz stuff, and until I have as many of them as possible. But yes, don't waste any more time. Go out and get this guy. Okay? Get him. Because Master Marvel says so. Alright? Now, that's probably going to be the end of this lick right here, because I'm eager to get to that Build-A-Figure, and I'm also eager to get to my top 10 of 2019 so far. Now, there's still a few things that are coming out before the end of the year. They're slated, and there's still a small handful of things that I don't have from this year. But they're, other than the Magneto, I've mentioned that probably in every one of my reviews, and I hope to get it soon, and I know I will. It's just, it's all about timing for me, you know, like where's my money gonna go this paycheck, and what's important, you know, because of course you have to have your priorities. They have to come first. Bills have to come first. And sometimes, even though I forget about it, toilet paper's got to come first too. But even though I don't have that Magneto, I mean, Magneto for me is kind of like a little bit of, I'm biased about it, like because Magneto's my favorite guy. Anytime he would probably get number 1 in my slot, but that's not really fair, because as good as it is, there's still so many great ones that came out this year. So I mean, I already know just off the top of my head, the top 3 are probably going to be between the new 80-year Hulk, Nightcrawler, Beast, just to say the least. And that's without even going through and really looking back on all the stuff that came out this year. So I'm eager to do that. So, enough about Nathaniel. Mr. Sinister here. We're going to go ahead and sign off. I'll give you one more good close-up look at this guy. Yeah. Alright. So, get out there and get it, man. And if you don't feel like getting off your butt because you want to sit and play video games and whatnot, or you just got too much stuff to do, you know, get on that Amazon, get on that big bad toy store, get on Megalopolis, get on Walmart.com, whatever it takes, and get this guy brought to your house, man, because you need it. Alright? So, once again, man, Master Marvel right here. Alright? Like, comment, share. Do all those things. It doesn't have to be in that order. Just make sure you get them all taken care of, man. Alright? I will catch you guys on this next rip, man. Until next time, people. Deuces.